Now on Xtreme Paintball, Beyond the Paint.
Let's go!
What do you get when you take the shooting rate of 20 projectiles per second, combine it with the firing speed of nearly 200 miles per hour, and you unleash it on some of the most fierce professional paintball competitors in the world? You get all of the explosiveness, athleticism, strategy, and teamwork that make paintball the top extreme sport in the nation.
Yeah, I'm just a real competitive person, so I like the competition, you know, and that just keeps me playing and keeps me wanting more.
I mean, it's my passion. It's what I love, you know? I mean, so I go out and I play and practice every single day, and,
you know, I truly just love to play.
The sport of paintball continues to rise in popularity worldwide. So we've assembled some of the sport's biggest names to reveal the attitude and character that drives the sport today. Sunny California has become the hotbed for most of the country's top pros. Competitors like Sacramento Excessive star Rich Telford.
we like to shoot people. Fun.
San Diego Dynasty's team captain Alex Frazier.
I like to play in the front. I like to be the first guy in the action doing the most damage.
And his illustrious teammate Ryan Greenspan. As well as one of the sport's top trendsetters, Travis Lemanski of Los Angeles Infamous. And in a sport that's attracting more young participants than any other extreme sport in America, there's sure to be many more to add to the list of greats in the near future. Like many of today's extreme sports, paintball invites some of the most innovative athletes.
Paintball's a cool sport, and it attracts cool people, and those cool people want to wear cool clothes.
Paintball product designer Travis Lemanski has taken his experience as one of the leading pros and become one of the sport's top gear designers.
I'm the director of product development for Kee Action Sports. You see the latest contact pants or whatever, you know, I take that stuff and I bring it to the team, we test it out. I work on new ideas. It's really cool, it's a rewarding job just to be able to have such a hands-on with all the equipment.
As a virtual product tester, Travis uses his time on the field to apply functional applications to his cutting-edge designs.
You actually have to be in the mix, doing it, you know, live the lifestyle, learn what people need, know what they want, make the right stuff. I mean, granted, the little 16-year-old kids are kind of setting the trends. Hey, this new pattern's cool, or I cut holes in my hoodies, sweet. But, you know, actually making sure the product works and is functioning, you have to be involved.
Coming up, our first NPPL matchup features Travis Lemanski and Los Angeles Infamous versus Pasadena Bad Company, when Xtreme Paintball, Beyond the Paint, continues. In the NPPL Pro Division, teams play a round-robin style tournament, vying for a spot in the finals. Two 7-man teams face off in a strategic battle aimed at eliminating as many of the opposing team's players as possible and ultimately capturing their highly guarded flag. The game plan will be to strategically maneuver through a series of bunkers you'll hear referred to as the cans, used by the back players, the 2 car washes, the various Doritos, and the all-important snake. Last week, we saw veteran Rich Telford's Sacramento Excessive come out strong to post an aggressive win over Las Vegas LTZ. Excessive would have to start their next game against Joy Division 1 man down due to a gun penalty assessed on a previous game. Add to that, Telford getting popped on the breakout, and it was all downhill from there. Joy never let up, and the Swedes go on to put up an impressive victory over Excessive. Our first NPPL matchup of today features Pasadena Bad Company going against Lemanski's Los Angeles Infamous. Let's go now to Rich Telford for the call.
Both teams with good breakouts, trying to take as much territory as they can. Both teams really shooting those guns. Both teams shooting the Eclipse Egos. Lots of paint going down the field. I don't see anyone dying on the breakouts. That's good for both teams. Both teams 7 bodies alive. You can hear John Richardson screaming 7 up, which means they haven't lost any players. Both teams are trying to get into the snake while keeping the other team out of the snake. There's John Richardson trying to shut down that snake move. You can see him going low. Okay, there goes Bad Company first into the snake. That gives them the advantage on field position. He needs to get his gun up, though, and start shooting across the field. Infamous is now in the snake, too, so both teams have similar field positions. Both teams rolling those guns again. Both teams are trying to get down that snake while they try to shut off the left side of the field. John standing up over the top of that bunker, shooting down the line. There's Travis Lemanski in the back, head checking off that ball. So right now, Bad Company shooting down the line, so Infamous isn't allowed to look down the tape, so he's looking inside, trying not to get shot. As he's doing that, the Infamous player in front of him jumps into the second rung of the snake, gets better field position, which really helps to shut down the other side of the field. There's Rudy in the snake going to the back of the snake because he can't come up over the top. It's getting too much heat from across the field. Looking to go back. There's John again. Oh, big move in the center. Wow, Infamous is totally controlling the field at this point. They've got the center 50, they've got the snake 50, so they can really shut the whole field down from these 2 positions. Rudy's trying to get dominance on the snake side, but I don't think he's going to be able to. There's John Richardson. Oh, John takes one in the head and the pack there. It's going to be interesting to see whether he stays in or not. Both teams, again, rolling their guns. At this point, Infamous has the advantage in field position and position, and they're looking to get down that field and control it as much as possible. At this point, it's Infamous's game to win and Bad Company's game to lose. Bad Company's got to figure out how to get past those 2 key spots on the 50-yard line. Those guys are going to stand there and look over each other. The guy in the center 50 is going to not let the guys move down the snake. The guy in the snake is not going to let them move up the other side of the field. So those 2 players in those 2 positions can control the whole field from those 2 spots, giving them a big, big advantage. At this point, the game is close on bodies. Oh, John Richardson gets assessed that 1-for-1 for the headshot he got earlier. So he's leaving, and he's taking a buddy with him. That's going to dramatically affect this game. They had all the spots, and they were up on bodies, but now losing those bodies, it looks like they're a lot closer on bodies. Infamous has only got 4 guys left alive now. Bad Company's got 5 or 6, so that's a big swing on bodies. Infamous still controls the whole field. They've got to look to shoot a guy out, but Bad Company's got to look to get a G and then try to make a move. And a G is when you eliminate another player. They've got to shoot one of these guys out to try to break that cross, or they've got to risk it and just run through the guns and hope they get a guy. Infamous has the whole field, but no bodies, so they really can't afford to make any mistakes at this point. Okay, Brian Fowl moves from the car wash into the roller. Oh, at the same time, though, Infamous loses the player out of the Dorito. Wayne sees that, shoots the guy in the snake, shoots the guy in the center 50. That was a huge move, incredible move. It looks like they might be assessing a penalty. Yeah, 1-for-1 though on Wayne. So they're going to take 1 body away from the Bad Company team. This will leave Brian, it should leave Brian in a 2-on-1. Bad Company still in both corners. LB's in that in the can. If anybody can pull this game back off for Infamous, it'll probably be LB, but he's going to have a great game because he's in a bad position in that little laydown can. Bad Company's going to look to just spread the field, stay on the outsides, and put the pressure in on LB. One of the Bad Company players is moving up, putting more pressure on LB on that left side. Oh, and there goes. You can see the paint break off the side of LB's head, and he lost that game. I'm sure they're going to go back and talk to John Richardson about that 1-for-1. When you get a 1-for-1 assessed by a penalty, it's because you were shot and you kept playing while you were shot. It's not a big call, but it's a common call. If you get shot, you continue to keep playing. They pull you out and they pull a buddy out, and that's why they call it a 1-for-1. That was a great game for Bad Company. You had a classic matchup between an aggressive team like Infamous, who went out and took all the spots early on, and a defensive team like Bad Company, who kind of sat back on their heels, relaxed, didn't lose their cool, shot the bunkers, shot the key people out of the bunkers, and then pulled out the game at the end.
When Xtreme Paintball Beyond the Paint continues, we'll take a look at what goes into the preparation to compete at the pro level, next on FSN. Professional paintball is a sport that requires individual athleticism focused around a cohesive team effort. To play at this level, each team must take every opportunity to practice the many nuances of the sport.
There's a huge grind that goes along with being a professional player. I mean, we really have to work at it. There's a lot of hours of practice. We normally will go out there and play another pro team as many games as we can to kind of get a feel for the field. NPPL usually releases the field a few weeks before the event, so we'll have a couple of weeks to get out there, play the actual field. During a practice, you're not necessarily just going for the win, you're necessarily learning stuff. So I, for instance, try to play as many different positions that I would normally play. So I might play 3 or 4 different positions at that practice. And then besides just scrimmaging other teams, we'll do a lot of breakout drills, play 15 seconds, shoot, try to hit certain shots on the break, stop, go back 15 seconds, try some other different stuff, maybe switch a couple of guns around. By the time we get to the event, I mean, little variations might change, but we've got it pretty much down pat, and after that, it's just how do you match up against the other team.
Back on the NPPL Center Court, we have 2 East Coast teams set to battle it out as Swedish model Alex Lundqvist and Jersey Authority take on Miami Rage.
All right, here we go. We've got Jersey Authority on our left and Miami Rage on our right. This should be a good matchup. There's Alex Lundqvist, McCarthy there. Both teams getting ready for the breakout. Both teams still in the breakout. Oh, wow, that's an interesting move. He went around the outside of the backhand and into the snake. Rage loses 1 player early on. 6 on 7 with Jersey in the lead. That was a real interesting move to go around the outside of that can there into the snake and leaving that can open. Most teams have a player in that can that helps support that snake player down the line. Apparently this guy's so good he doesn't need one. Now they fill the corner. Now they've got a guy behind him. Jersey Authority loses a player, 6 on 6. Both players, both teams rolling the guns. That's Travis Day in the snake there for Rage. He's looking to go forward. He wants to move into that second notch, so he's looking across the field to see if someone's shooting a gap that he can't see. Jersey Authority player moves past his first guy to the second snake. You really got to watch out when you're filling past a player like that because you can get shot when that guy's shooting someone across the field. Travis Day decides that he can't get down to that next notch in the snake, so he's going to sit there and look across. There's Kenny Clamper in the car wash looking to shut off that snake move, but it's too late because they're already in snake 2. He's communicating to his other players where they are in the snake and what they're doing in the snake. Kind of going back and forth. Jersey Authority makes another notch, so he's in the 50 snake now looking across the field. Jersey Authority's got even bodies, but they've definitely got more territory. They're both teams are in the small Dorito. Rage is in the small Dorito, but Jersey's got 2 players in the snake, 1 in the 50 snake, so that's a big advantage. Travis Day is kind of sitting back, waiting to see what's happening in front of him. He wants to move forward, but he knows that the other team has the snake and has the Dorito advantage, so he wants to kind of sit back. He doesn't want to get up and run into a gun from across the field. There's Carthy shooting down the line, trying to support his snake players. You can hear both teams communicating. You'll notice that the players will switch the guns back and forth between their right and their left hand, and they'll also shoot while they're running. And both of these skills are incredibly difficult to master. I mean, if you're a professional paintball player, you've got to do it as well with your right hand as well as you can with your left hand. You got to be able to run and shoot, and these are really challenging things to learn. But obviously these guys spend a lot of time and energy getting the best that they can at those things. So you see Travis there looking at the line of paint coming down on him, trying to determine whether the line of paint's coming high or low, so he knows whether to come out high or low as he loads his gun. Rage player just fills in the corner behind him so he can get some support down the line. You can see the Rage player now moves into the second notch of the snake, setting up Travis Day. Travis Day is going to look to make a move inside here. That means the back player's got to be looking down the line. See, while the black player looks down the line and both snake players look one way inside, one way outside, they take the next notch, and here comes Travis Day with a big move, getting 1, 2 snake players, and wow, that was an incredible run by Travis Day. He got paint on both of those players. Now, Rage all of a sudden has the advantage. They've got a 1-body advantage, and they've got that 50 snake with no one from Jersey Authority in the snake. That was a great move by Travis Day. Explosive, fast, ran, switched hands, shot both players out, and didn't even get marked until he got farther in the game. Now they get another G on the other tape, another Jersey Authority player eliminated. Carthy's in the back, all by himself in that corner, battling 3 or 4 of these Rage guys. What a turnaround by Rage. I mean, they were down a body. They definitely had bad field position. They were just sitting there waiting. Couple good moves, and Travis Day just broke that game wide open. Rage is putting a lot of pressure on this back center player. They're going to basically what they want to do is they want to shoot both sides of his bunker so that he can't move or gunfight and then just come down and do that, trade out with him. When you got more bodies than they do, you just come down, you put your gun on him, shoot him, he shoots you. Then your last 2 or 3 players come and grab the flag. There's Kenny Clamper running back with the flag. He has a few words for the Jersey Authority player, probably like, hey, you know, you had a great game, you're a great player, I love you, you're a good person. As he runs back, he's checking himself with hits, making sure he doesn't have any paint on him. If you hang the flag with a hit on you, then you're eliminated, and a buddy of yours is eliminated, and if that happens, and there's only 2 of you left, and you lose that game. So the referee's checking him over there to make sure there's no hits that he didn't notice during the game. Okay, let's take another look at the move Travis Day made. He makes a great move inside the highway, runs down the field, and bunkers out both the Jersey Authority players. Incredible move. The Jersey Authority players were supposed to be watching over him, but they weren't, so he got him.
Up next, we'll see what a corporate paintball product designer does for fun, off the field and away from the office, when Xtreme Paintball Beyond the Paint continues. Our final NPPL game of the day features Portland Naughty Dogs against a blistering hot Los Angeles Infamous team. Infamous sharpshooter Travis Lemanski has centered his life in the world of paintball, from playing on one of the best pro teams to designing cutting-edge paintball products. He's even married to a corporate paintball wife. But what does Mr. All Business do for fun?
My wife's the vice president of the NPPL. She's been around with it for a long time, and it's really cool. I mean, I wouldn't trade it.
When Travis is not playing paintball or traveling for paintball or working in the corporate life, he is playing Xbox. He's fighting war, and it's a very important job that he does. He is very passionate about playing Xbox. He has little friends. He wears his little Bluetooth thing, and he talks to his friends. He even has his own team he's forming.
We're actually working. I wouldn't call it Xbox Live. I would call it working.
I either lose him to paintball, I lose him to his paintball job, or I lose him to video game paintball.
It's a busy schedule. Thank God she's in paintball, because I don't know if I have a wife.
Back on center court, Lemanski's LA Infamous team is set to square off against Portland Naughty Dogs. Each team's front players will be battling their way into the red zone, where the Snake, the Spike, and the midfield Doritos will provide the advantage on the angles needed to create the most damage on the opposing team.
We got Portland Naughty Dogs versus LA Infamous. Should be a good battle. These guys have been going back and forth for a long time now. Both top teams know each other extremely well. Infamous a little bit more of an aggressive team. Naughty Dogs a little bit more of a defensive team, so we'll see how they match up here out of the breakout. Both teams clearing the guns, getting ready for the 10 seconds. 10-second countdown begins, and the game will be on. Naughty Dogs try to go all the way to Dorito 1 out of the break, and they lose that guy. So there's 6 on 7 out of the break. Infamous not losing anybody. You see Travis there and John Richardson in the back center, both shooting left and right, trying to shut down the field. Naughty Dogs getting the Snake first, and then take that center 50 temple. Looks like Infamous is also in that temple. The Infamous player is looking inside towards the Snake, though, so it looks like he's trying to make that move to Snake 2. Both teams rolling their guns, communicating. Looks like Mark Nelson there in the Snake for the Naughty Dogs. Naughty Dogs have 2 in the back center there, one shooting left, one shooting right, one in the car wash there, kind of going back and forth. Temple guy staying left on that Dorito side. Snake corner guy staying down the line, trying to support his Snake player. One of the Naughty Dogs guys bumps in that car wash. John Richardson moves from the car wash to the roller. He's probably going to try to go from there to that center 50 cheese wedge. That's a good move for him. He's real fast, real athletic, probably able to make that move no problem. He's got to do it quickly, though. If he doesn't do it soon enough, the Snake guy in Snake 2 will go to either Snake 2 or Snake 3, get his gun up, and might catch John in the bump. You can see John's over the top of the bunker. When you see him over the top of the bunker like that, he's looking to make a move. Oh, it looks like the Snake 2 found him before he found the Snake 2. So Infamous is down another body. That's 6 on 6. Both players down 1. That was a great shot by the Snake player for the Naughty Dogs. There you go. Callie's there in Snake 1. And it looks like Travis over there in the car wash watching over Callie. Looking across the field up a little bit. Looks like the Infamous player is wrapping and then pushing himself into that Dorito 3. That's a great move. That forces the Naughty Dog player out of the temple into the Snake. If he would have stayed in that temple, the guy in the Dorito would have had too good an angle on him and would have been able to eliminate him out. Both teams have 2 players in the Snake. There's 2 in the players, the Snake 2 and Snake 3 for the Naughty Dogs, Snake 1, Snake 2 for Infamous. The Naughty Dogs lose their corner guy out, and that's really bad for the Naughty Dogs. What happens when you lose that corner guy out, you don't have anybody watching over the guys in the Snake, so those guys think that there's someone watching over and protecting them. They go to work and try to eliminate other players, and while they're doing that, they're vulnerable to the other team coming in to attack them. You can see Infamous here now moving up the field, coming into a position to attack them. Oh, there he goes, he gets one out of there. Looks like the Naughty Dog's trying to fill the corner. He shoots the second guy as well. While he's shooting the second guy in the snake is battling with the corner. He shoots him in the goggles, eliminating him out of there. Brandon Lamerson with a great move there. Brandon Lamerson bunkered out both of those guys. It was an incredible move. We got that guy clean, and it looks like Infamous has won the game. They shot out the last couple players. They've got 2 or 3 guys left alive. That was a great game for Infamous. Infamous dominated the snake battle the whole time. They also dominated over on the Dorito side of the field, even though they were a little bit slow getting going. Once they got going, there was no stopping them. They dominated the snake with Brandon Lamerson's impressive move over there, as well as the other player taking the Dorito. Great game for Infamous. Not so good for the Night Dogs.
Coming up on the next installment of Xtreme Paintball, Beyond the Paint. We're off to Edmonton, Alberta, where adrenaline junkie Josh Davey is sparking some big-time attention for one of Canada's most remarkable pro paintball teams. It's all right here on FSN.